Hello, everyone. Welcome back to AEC Today Reports. I'm your host, Latasha Hewitt. Happy Thursday to all. Once again, this is not our regular episode. We are doing a special news bulletin just to make sure that you have all of the latest information regarding the Fordham's funeral coming up this Sunday, August the 8th. So after this short break, we'll be back with that information.
The Message Magazine campaign needs your support. No, that's the wrong message. The right message is that you need message. You need to send message to your friends. You need to send message to your family members. You need to send message to your co-workers. You need to send message to your boss. You need the message. We trust that you would send your subscription by going to messagemagazine.com, and they're filling out all the necessary information that you need so that you can send the message to your friends who you want to spend eternity with, who you have a concern about their soul salvation. You need the message. And more importantly, we trust that you would take a subscription for yourself to the Message Magazine. If it's not convenient for you to go to messagemagazine.com, you just fill out the necessary information and send it to Pacific Press. You just put your name, your address, your church, your conference, and send all those names who you have a sincere desire to know them, to have the Message Magazine. Send it to Pacific Press with a check. You can do it by check or money order, and send it to Pacific Press. And we trust that you will be rewarded. I know that you will be rewarded by sending the message with its articles that are relevant, with its articles that are for today, which are articles will meet your need. So you need the message, and we trust that as you are in this Message Magazine campaign, that you'll do all that you can to share the message with those who you love. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
All right, everyone, we are back. As I shared with you, as many of you know by now, the funeral services for the Fordhams, Elder Henry J. Fordham III and Sister Sharon Elaine Fordham, will happen this Sunday. And most of the information we have chronicled on our website. If you're following us on Facebook or Instagram, you may have seen some of it there, but we just want to make sure that you have the latest. Some information has changed or we've added additional things, and we want to make sure that you are aware of all of them. So I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen for our website. Once again, our website is visitaec.org. For those who don't know, visitaec.org. And this is right here on the home page. And we still have the article there that we have updated. But this is what I really want you to pay attention to. We do have the funeral services beginning. First of all, the visitation will begin at 9:30 a.m. And this is time for attendees and family to be able to talk and fellowship with one another. 10:30 will be the prelude, when everyone will enter into the service. But the service will begin right at 11 a.m. Okay. The location there is at Martin's West. Their address is there, 6817 Dogwood Road in Baltimore, Maryland. So that's where it will be held. Also, following the services, everyone is invited to the burial service, which will happen right there at Crest Lawn Memorial Gardens. The address is there, 2150 Mount View Road in Marriottsville, Maryland. And for both of these services, masks are required. We can't stress that enough. Masks are required. As I shared last week, there's not necessarily social distancing between the seating. So we really want to heavy up on the mask and also sanitizer to make sure everyone remains as safe as possible. For those who do plan to attend in person, we would ask that you pre-register. This is important because, of course, the venue has a certain amount of seats reserved, and we want to make sure that we have accommodations for everyone. So if you're not a member of the family, we are asking that you do pre-register. Um, and that you can do that by either clicking on this button right here on the homepage or the one underneath. That will help us make sure our numbers are where they need to be and we can accommodate everyone who plans to attend. Going right back up here, we also will be streaming. We understand that everyone who would love to be there will not be able to be there, and that is okay. We are going to be streaming three different places: the website, visit ac.org. So, right on this page here on Sunday morning, you will see a box, um, a play box there for you to click on to be able to watch the funeral. That actually is linking to our YouTube channel. But if you prefer to watch it directly from YouTube, we are AEC Media Ministries on YouTube. So even now, you can go and subscribe so you'll be notified as soon as the services go live. Also, on Facebook, right on our Facebook page, Allegheny East Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. If you want to type it into your URL at the top, it will be facebook.com/IamAEC. And you can watch pretty much if you're watching this, um, this is the same place where you will be able to watch the funeral. Okay, so make sure you can share that with other individuals who may ask you. We will be streaming it for those who are not able to be there. Also, we want to make sure, we want to make sure you know that the program, the printed program that those who attend will have, we'll also post it online on Sunday morning, the digital copy, so that you'll be able to see the program and view it as though you were there live yourself. So that will be on the homepage on Sunday morning. So you can look there and download and follow the program and be able to read along with the obituary and see of the other items inside of the program. Okay, that's going to be up on Sunday morning. Okay, moving right along here. That actually, by the time you see this, this will have expired. The lodging accommodation, so we can just disregard that. There is going to be a choir. Those who may be interested in joining this small mass choir for the funeral, there are two practices happening almost simultaneously. One at our Capitol Hill Church on Friday evening at 7 o'clock, and then one in the Philadelphia area at the Germantown Church in Philadelphia. So if you are interested in participating in those addresses are there, but there's also a sign up so that they know who's coming, what parts you sing, and so forth. So you want to make sure you fill that out so that that information is present. Okay. Um, those are some of the major things we want to make sure that you are aware of. You'll be able to watch right on the website. That box will be at the top. We need you to pre-register. We will be streaming. Guest attendees are invited to come to the burial site, and we have that information posted there for you to be able to attend and share with others. I also want to bring your attention to a very important page on our website. This is our prayer page. We know a lot of people right now are trying to process a lot about what's happening. And we wanted to be able to provide some resources on our website to kind of help all of us navigate through this. So if you go there's right beside the logo prayer, you'll click on this and you'll see we've updated it with some information that may be helpful for you as you process grief, despair, even doubt in situations as this. So we have videos and other important links that you can go and watch and hopefully be encouraged. We also want to make sure you know that our relationship ministries department has provided another set of resources for loss and grief that you can click on and take advantage of. And not just for this loss that we're talking about now, but for any loss. Many of you are grieving loved ones, even now that you've lost this year or years past. These are some great resources for you or to share with anyone that you know may be going through any type of loss. So that's right there on our website as well on the prayer page. All right. So we hope that that information is clear. We try to do our best to make sure we're updating our homepage of the website. So as things change or shift, you can always go there for the latest. Many of you have been watching the podcast that we've been doing over the last to 2 or 3 weeks. We've had 3 episodes where we really just dedicated it to remembering the Fordhams. And we do encourage you as you continue to post different things to use our hashtag remembering the Fordhams. And there were a few people who wanted to be able to call in and share and did not have the opportunity. Well, I had a very special call from a special young lady. And I promised her that when I did this news bulletin, I would share her comments on her behalf because she was not able to get on this past Sunday. So we're going to take another quick break and then we're going to close with some more remembrances from someone who contacted me who really, really wanted to be able to share her experience with the Fordhams. So after this break, I'll be back to share that. Thank you.
So, Pastor Brath, I know you said that we can get the Message magazine in the written materials, but how exactly would I do that? Or would I have to have someone to do it for me if I don't have a computer or a smartphone or a tablet or just don't know how to go on there, don't feel comfortable? How would I do that?
Well, that's very simple. You just fill out a form. Matter of fact, you can even make your own form on a plain white sheet of paper. Fill out your name, your church, the conference, and you can write down each person that you want to subscribe to the Message magazine. If you don't have a typewriter or computer, you can write it in your own hands. We want to make sure that you do it legibly. But if you're not computer literate or you don't have a computer, it is as simple as just putting it down on a piece of paper, sending the information to Pacific Press. And you can even do it two ways. You can pay for it either by a check or you can use your credit card. Either way, we're going to make it as simple and as easy for you to do.
Oh, okay. So then all my church members who also don't know how or are not comfortable with the computer, then that's all we have to do.
That's all.
Where would I find that Pacific Press address if I don't go onto the computer?
Well, we're going to have it. You can see it at the end of this. There'll be information that we can send to Pacific Press. The address will be given to you at the bottom of this infomercial, and you can send it directly to Pacific Press.
Oh, that's great. Message magazine. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. And we trust that you will send a subscription to those who you cared deeply about. Thank you, and God bless you.
All right, everyone, we are back. Thank you for tuning into this short news bulletin. So I promised that I was going to share some remembrances from someone who called, and this is from Miss Gloria Davis. And I called her a young lady because I'm sure she wouldn't mind me sharing that she shared with me that she will be 90 in 2 months. And if you know Miss Gloria Davis, you know she looks nowhere near it because she's taking great care of herself. And she is a long time camp meeting attendee, and she made sure I knew that she was part of the first graduating class from Pine Forge Academy, and she has been dedicated to Allegheny Conference and Pine Forge Academy for a long time. And so she called me because she really, really wanted to be able to share. The Fordhams meant a lot to her, and she wanted me to be able to share with you some of her remembrances. So, she had a lot to share, having come to camp meeting for over 65 years. Of course, she knew the Fordhams as teenagers, and she was sharing with me how she she first encountered Sister Fordham because I don't want to say back in the day, I'm not trying to age people, but back in the day, everyone stayed in tents on the ground. Some of you may remember that, including the pastors. Everyone was in tents, and Miss Gloria happened to have a long mirror outside of her tent. And so Miss Sherry would come by before she went down the hill to service and just, check the mirror, make sure her outfit was just so before she went down the hill. And of course, we're assuming it was to meet her young suitor, Henry. And so she remembers her very well from, stopping by and taking advantage of that mirror outside of her tent. And also knowing even Elder Fordham from coming to camp meeting for many years. And of course, if you've been to camp meeting, you know Miss Gloria has her seat right there in the front, in the middle. And so she has shared that she's been able to get a front row seat to camp meeting and experience the Fordhams firsthand for several years. And, having been committed to this campus and Allegheny East for so long, she shared that she had the opportunity to know all 9 presidents from Allegheny East Conference. And even with all of that, and she says all of them were great, and we know that we've had some great presidents. She said that one thing that distinguished Elder Fordham is that he had this ability to be loved, or to kind of just generate love from the smallest to the greatest. And I think this echoes a lot of the sentiments of what many of you have shared about Elder Fordham's ability to make you feel special and loved just by encountering them on in any instance, whether it was 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. And so that's one of the things that she remembers the most. And just watching Elder Fordham grow from ministerial to the secretariat's office to the presidency. And Miss Gloria remembers how he gave her a tour of his office, which she affectionately calls the Animal Kingdom. We all know all those wonderful things in there. And that he always took the time, both he and Sister Fordham, to just talk with her at camp meeting. On Sunday when everybody's hustling and bustling and ready to go, she would take it easy and they would find time after camp meetings to just talk. And she really appreciated them taking the time to have those one-on-one dialogues with her. And she shared one of her last experiences with both of them as a couple was when, I think it was 2019, when the group from Maranatha came to help with the renovation of North Hall, which is on the campus of Pine Forge Academy. And Sister Gloria was out there working when the Fordham stopped by to encourage all the workers and thank them for their dedication to helping, renovate the building. And so she was the appointed tour guide to show them all of the updates and upgrades that they had done. And so she remembers that as being their last encounter, and remembers how sweet they were to interact with. And she was glad that she had that opportunity to talk to them once again, one-on-one. And she did want me to share with everyone that she's praying for the family. And although we will all miss them, she said it won't be long before we see them again. So let's all get ready to meet them. I hope I did your comments justice, Sister Davis. I do thank you for taking the time to call and share those with me. And we hope that others will be blessed by those remembrances of yours, of the wonderful Fordham family. Well, once again, everyone, thank you for staying tuned to this special news bulletin. Once again, our show, AEC Today Reports, will be back officially in late August. But until then, continue to check our website, visit AEC.org, our social media, Facebook and Instagram, because the more you watch this program and check out all of those things, the more you know. And we want all of you to be in the know. Thank you so much for all of your prayers. We don't want them to stop. Please continue. Know that we here at Allegheny East are praying for you as well. We do believe, as we've been saying, we will get through this, and definitely together. All right, everyone. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next time.